guy who murdered 9 people last year.
Oh, you're not doing that.
It's just a costume.
Hey there, fellow horror enthusiasts. Welcome back to Young Gen, your go-to spot for all things horror. Today, we're diving deep into the highly anticipated Terrifier 3 trailer, the latest installment in the iconic slasher franchise that has left audiences both terrified and thrilled. Directed by Damien Leone and starring David Howard Thornton as the diabolical Art the Clown, Terrifier 3 promises more blood, gore, and psychological thrills than ever before. So, if you're a fan of gruesome kills, chilling atmosphere, and horror that pushes the boundaries, you're in for a treat. Now, let's slip into our clown shoes and break down this spine-chilling trailer scene by scene. The trailer for Terrifier 3 wastes no time in reminding us why Art the Clown has become one of the most terrifying figures in modern horror. The film seems to pick up the pieces left behind in Terrifier 2, with a focus on the surviving heroine, Sienna. Haunted by the traumatic events of the previous Halloween, Sienna is trying to rebuild her life, but the scars, both physical and emotional, are still very much present. The trailer hints at a 5-year time jump, suggesting that while the wounds may have healed on the surface, the horror is far from over. Now staying with her aunt and uncle, Sienna's peaceful life is about to be shattered once again as Art the Clown returns with a vengeance.
That guy from the costume shop.
Sir, what are you doing?
It wasn't me.
He was covered in blood on his shirt and his hands when he got here.
I'm telling you, it was him, Ellie. Right down to the little black dot on the tip of his nose.
The trailer delivers some genuinely terrifying moments without revealing too much, just enough to get our blood pumping. From what we can gather, Terrifier 3 is staying true to its roots with its blend of suspense and outright gore, and that's one of its greatest strengths. Let's break down a few standout scenes. As expected, Art the Clown is back in full force, and if the trailer is anything to go by, he's going to be more ruthless than ever. We get a few fleeting glimpses of his heinous acts, including a shot of him wielding an axe while dressed as Santa Claus. The juxtaposition of Christmas cheer and pure carnage adds a twisted layer of dark humor to the film's already disturbing tone. The cinematography in Terrifier 3 is striking, with some truly haunting imagery. One of the more eye-catching shots features a woman running out of a room, screaming in terror while Art looks on menacingly. Another powerful scene shows Sienna freaking out, seemingly in a confrontation with her aunt and uncle, which foreshadows more personal trauma to come. One of the most intriguing aspects of Terrifier 3 is the use of religious symbolism, particularly involving the character Victoria Hayes. The trailer gives us a glimpse of her wearing a crown of thorns, a clear reference to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. If you recall, Terrifier 2 dabbled with religious imagery, particularly in the scene involving Sienna's battle against a demonic presence. It seems like Terrifier 3 will further explore these themes, blending horror with religious allegory in fascinating ways.
All the way from Miles County, please welcome Art the Clown.
While the trailer raises plenty of questions, it also leaves room for some interesting theories. For example, could Art the Clown be more than just a sadistic killer? Could he in fact represent something far more sinister, a demonic entity bent on wreaking havoc? There's speculation that Terrifier 3 will finally give us some answers about Art's true nature, especially with the hints at religious undertones throughout the film. Could Art be some form of satanic figure, resurrected by a higher power to continue his reign of terror? Only time will tell, but these are the kind of questions that make Terrifier 3 all the more intriguing. One particularly gripping scene shows Sienna caught in a series of confrontations with Art. In one shot, we see her standing over a fire, symbolizing the trauma she carries from her previous encounters with Art. She's not just fighting for survival this time. She's battling her inner demons as well. The trailer does a fantastic job of building tension by showing glimpses of her frantic attempts to escape Art, while also giving us just enough visual clues to speculate about her fate in this third installment. And who can forget the shower scene that has been teased for months? The director had hinted at this sequence, and the trailer gives us a taste of what's to come. A bloody, nightmarish encounter involving Art slicing through glass with a chainsaw. The couple in the shower, they're not just in for a bad night, they're in for a gruesome, unforgettable end. All in all, Terrifier 3 looks like it's going to be another terrifying entry in the franchise, continuing the legacy of shock and awe that Terrifier 1 and 2 established. The trailer gives us just enough blood, guts, and eerie atmosphere to build hype while keeping the bigger story elements shrouded in mystery. And with the promise of even more insane kills, religious symbolism, and possibly some answers about art's origins, Terrifier 3 is shaping up to be a must-watch for horror fans when it drops on October 11th. Whether you're a fan of the franchise or a newcomer to the terror of Art the Clown, this film is bound to leave a lasting impression, likely in the form of nightmares. So mark your calendars for this one. And if you want to dive even deeper into the world of horror, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more in-depth breakdowns, theories, and reviews. Before we wrap things up, I'd like to ask you to join the Young Gen community by subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more horror content, I've got a freshly revamped membership program with some killer perks, including exclusive series and the chance to choose which movies I cover next.
I wouldn't worry about it. On the off chance that he is still alive, I'm sure he's gone far away from here.